This is how you got to get in the playoffs. It's tough.
It is asking a lot, but the Steelers, they certainly have been in this position before. And they, by the way, Smith-Schuster, who got injured midweek in practice, he's up and active and catching the first pass of the game, the first play.
This calms down this crowd because the quarterback actually can signal at the line of scrimmage.
Here's a first down throw, and it's complete to the running back.
Fell, spread him out, then sprinkling a run here and there.
Here's a 2nd and 9 toss to Samuels, who had 142 yards on the ground there. As Roethlisberger takes it out of the gun and throws that into the ground.
Today for Pittsburgh to come in here and win this game.
Tommy Lee Lewis is back as the returner. And this is sailing toward the end zone. Fly is a yard in for the touchback. In November, they're happy to be back in the confines here where they've lost only the season opener. There's a running play to start it with Mark Ingram.
This pressure that they bring constantly.
Here's a 2nd and 2, and again they go with Ingram. And he's able to find his way through it.
Fantastic job today. I'm anxious to see if he does the same thing with Michael Thomas and Kamara.
Here's the first down throw. Breeze connects to Thomas, and Vince Williams brought in Will Clapp, number 64, put him at guard. And here's Breeze on the slant, able to find Thomas for the 2nd time. That's his 111th catch. Figuration. Of course, the Saints, again, their story, a win, and they lock up the one. They lock up the home field for the NFC throughout. Here's Breeze. That's actually Hill. That's Hill throwing it deep, and it's intercepted. Taysom Hill comes in and throws it right into the arms of Davis, who's going to run it out. That's Hill with a horse collar tackle. Josh Hill tackles Davis on the back of the pads. That'll be 15. Up with it. He was looking for Ted Ginn, who had just come off of IR.
It's a fantastic job playing the ball by Davis. And right here, when he intercepts this ball.
After the interception, personal foul, horse collar tackle, New Orleans number 89. It's a 15-yard penalty. First down, Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I didn't really see a big horse collar here. That's not a horse collar. He's just grabbing the jersey. It looked like it, though, because he pulled him. They're short. Taysom just missed the mark. He had the guy getting open if he kept him outside.
Just the 8th interception of the year for the Steelers. They had a big one last week by Hayden. This is the play that was so effective last week. Samuels gets 5 out of that. Gene Steratore. All right, Gene, 2nd and 5 back here for the Steelers. They go 5 wide. This is the formation, Tony. Could be the difference maker today, you said. Roethlisberger goes for the option to Switzer. And Zaloni shoves him out about a yard short of the first.
So I don't get surprised after the snap.
It's 3rd and 2. Switzer lines up in the backfield. Roethlisberger drops the ball, sidearms it, and is able to complete it to Smith-Schuster for the first on a broken play. But a flag on the near side line of scrimmage. Expecting this going to go against them. Let's see if
there's no foul on the play for interference. The block was legal. First down on the completion.
So a legal block after a long discussion, and now
see down here, the block happens right there. And there must be saying it's at the line of scrimmage to make it legal. But a big call there, and what a play by Ben to pick it up and throw it.
Big time improvisation as he swings it over. This time, the Switzer for just 2.
He'll call out who's coming, who's blitzing, point, and then call a play.
This is something that the offensive coordinator, Randy Finkner, brought into the New England game plan, and there's a completion near the first for Smith-Schuster. They gave him the first down on the catch to Smith-Schuster. Pittsburgh runs the football only 33% of the time. That's the lowest in the league. And Roethlisberger, he's going to run with it and try to hold off Rankins for a while, and he's able to pick up a good gain of about 5. 2nd and 5 at the 34. Looks right, goes middle. And a quick hit.
Antonio Brown, when he lines up right there, he has a 2-way go. It's hard to double team. That leaves people up top one-on-one if the safety comes down.
Here's the 3rd and 1. Caught by Brown, but a loss. That was some play by P.J. Williams. Going story of his issues in the kicking game. 12 total missed kicks. Only 11 out of 18. They're asking him to deliver from 49 yards. And the kick by Boswell is good. Into the net from 49. So they get 3 off the takeaway. Well, to kick off this great city celebrating its tricentennial all this year, the 300-year anniversary of the one and only city of New Orleans. And Boswell is going to send that to the back of the end zone for the touchback.
Armstead's been out for a while. You get both these guys back. I think that's the biggest reason why they haven't been dominating like they did in the middle of the part of the year.
Kamara with the carry out to the 29. What about
that case? It obviously didn't work out, but I think you got to move the ball at home. You got to get points, keep this crowd in it, keep them rocking.
2nd and 6. Across the middle, wide open. Another big gain for Thomas. Running away from Edmond to the Pittsburgh side of the field at the 43, gain of 28.
Just a quick slant. And the two things you see over and over again.
Coming into the week. First ever to have 300 receptions in his first 3 years. Here's the running play for Ingram. Finally gets pushed back, but a good game. Accepted. Taysom Hill coming in, throwing a pick. And led to a Steeler field goal as Breeze pass is knocked down by Cam Hayward. An offense. We'll see what they can do today.
Well, you see Taysom Hill on the bottom. That usually means a run of some kind.
Ingram stacked up and denied. This was a great 3rd down defense against the Patriots last week. He'll do. Good 1.5 yards. They go empty. Change of downs, change of possession.
And you see the power and brute force of this offensive line. We're going to run it right at you.
It's significant, isn't it?
Yes, and they're going to run behind Pete. And you pull them livid. If you're New Orleans, you're like, yeah, I saw that push in the back.
Extra point coming up for Lutz, and he drills it. Here this holiday season. Nice touch as Lutz sends it right to the goal line. Switcher to the 20 and angles it out. Same. Zach Line knocked him out. We do have a flag, though.
During the return, holding. Return team number 45. The 10-yard penalty, 1st down.
Let me bring in Gene Sterrett. A good 20 yards in frustration. The penalty, by the way, on the kickoff sends it back to the 10, where Samuels is wrapped up right away. Vaughn stopping to run. Under 80 yards a game is all they give up. They'll go with it again on the ground. This time, they're able to get a big chunk for 16. Samuels on the draw.
Then you hit them when you're not expecting it. 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, sneak one in. Those are the times.
That's the longest play for the Steelers so far in this game. 16. And now Roethlisberger with pressure coming in. Unloads it.
Pass interference. Defense, number 25. The ball is placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic 1st down.
Yes, that was definite. But that's the matchup today because Antonio Brown's going to get doubled.
And here's the drop back in the deep ball. Roethlisberger trying to... And one of those tight ends comes back. McDonald to flank him. They fake the handoff to him. And they go over to Smith-Schuster. Sets up 3rd and 4. The time, wide open. It's McDonald. Oh, and he can deliver a stiff arm with the best of them. He didn't do it. This gain of 49.
Eli Apple just falls down, and Roethlisberger makes him pay. This is one of the big things. McDonald just running a straight.
With the Steelers set up in the red zone, where they have tremendous success on the season by percentage converting to touchdowns. Here's Roethlisberger going to the end zone, overthrowing the man who got him down there. Samuels, the running back. And they give it to him up the middle. And he's tumbled down. End zone bound and almost intercepted. as Smith-Schuster tapped it in the air. This from 30. And the kick is good.
Against those empty formations. New Orleans sees what you're doing, Okay, now we're going to figure out how to blitz you against it. And when they do that, that to me is going to, kind of tell us what's going to happen.
Alvin Kamara lets that go over his. You did.
Well, I thought it would be a close game. Sometimes, certain styles, but.
Here's Brees. Goes to the sideline, completes it again. And sends the ball, grabs him and throws.
It's big. Teams have started to really gear down and not cover that second guy.
He's been on IR since October 18th with a knee. Brought him back up here in the last day.
Some ways very similarly as well.
2nd and 8. Kamara now comes in. Low snap. Brees fields it. Incomplete. By the way.
Shows you the talent of that crew that was here. 3rd and 8. Got to pick up the pressure.
Here's the pressure coming. And Brees pass on the money. Thomas finally gets shoved out from behind by Edmonds.
20 left.
And we got first and 10 after the 20-yard play to Thomas. And down the field, it's Thomas. Ball comes out. I think that's a free football. It's picked up. Ruling on the field. It is. I'm wondering if that gets challenged.
Ready. You ready? It's on.
I knew
He's
you were
missed
going
his
there.
last
There's no foul
10.
for 12 men on the field.
He's missed his last
Pittsburgh
10
only has 11
challenges.
players.
The last time he won a challenge, Rolstead was the official.
Expect a quick pass right here out of Brees. Looking at the defense, seeing what they're in. Now he's going to get up. Hey, do this, guys. Do this. I want this route. I looked at the defense.
Hey, let's double short.
Double short. We're going to block the 2 edge rushers.
McKenna low snap. But Brees goes down the middle, and it gets knocked away by Burnett, and there's another flag.
Hudson.
Pass interference. Defense. The ball in place of the spot of the foul. Automatic. First down.
Burnett just gets that
Number
back
42.
arm around.
Yeah, there's contact.
He gets there early, and you just, it's really a good defensive play if you'd have just been a tenth of a gear right to the middle, maybe.
Going to run it with Ingram. What did you see there, Tony?
You ready? It's on.
Kamara. Brees wide to the right. Kamara, the running back, 3rd and 2. Kamara. Breaking free, touchdown! Slipped out of a couple of tackles, including Sean Davis at the end.
It's just, Kamara's a...
Lutz now with the extra point. Makes it an 8-point lead for New Orleans. That's from 8 yards out.
Run the football. And as you get into January, if you can do both, it's really hard, especially when you have to go to their stadium and they have a quarterback like Drew Brees. This...
My goodness. Let's get back to this with Steelers at the 25 and out of the gun. Pass. Too high.
You're the best.
You're wonderful to be sitting next to. Having a blast. 2nd and 10. As Roethlisberger scrambles, looks around, and Anzalone's going to throw him down. And the ball ends up in his hands. But they rule Ben down, and a flag comes out.
Let's see.
The ruling on the field is completion down by contact. There are no dead ball fouls.
So they pick up the flag, and you can see the knee was down. Clear. Pick up the blitz. Roethlisberger's pass. A little too high. Trying to connect with. So Barry, his first punt went for a touchdown and traveled 57 yards. This one, not as much for his distance.
But I thought that I ate only salmon and nothing else. And now she knows. Good job.
Not quite. First down throw, pulled down, breaking free for a moment. That is Kirkwood. Tackles get dinged. Didn't look good. They both come back. Look at Camaro go really deep. As the throw comes over to Josh Hill, and this is going to lose yardage, about 3, maybe 4. Game for the Saints, that last one. They set them back 4, 2nd and 14. And now they come in. Breeze, though, so quick on the release. Able to get it away to Tom. 3rd and 10. With Ingram in the backfield. They move him over into a slot. Steelers trying to bust across. Breeze directs and throws. And incomplete.
Turn around faster on that play.
The second longest Saint by tenure behind Breeze. Morstead punts it and gets a beautiful bounce. Covered up. Well, just when we thought it was perfectly executed, it wasn't after all. There was a flag thrown well into that break as Hardy came in from out of bounds, was the first to touch it. So it's illegal touching, 5-yard mark off, and a punt again.
Yards. So Pittsburgh wants them to repunt it then. But if it would have been inside the 5, you just take it at the 20.
He was definitely outside of it by just a fraction. So the punt hits at the 9, and it's even better in the end for the Saints.
Oh, that's a...
There was Hardy in the area to watch it and protect it just in case it took a kick toward the left. That's what a boot by Morstead.
Ants is coming out. They like to get in these big formations. You almost have to run it, though, with this crowd, don't you?
That's what they're going to do. As they go with Ridley. He's thinking about it right now. Give me a chance, he's saying.
Well, this is probably the best team in the NFL at coming out. Talking to Randy Fichtner.
2nd and 4 as Samuels is ridden.
They're backed up in their own end zone. They score more than anybody else in these situations, and they get out of their own end zone.
3rd and 2. Pulled down by Brown and out of bounds.
High level quarterback receiver play right there.
So they're able to work their way out of that jam, starting to drive back at the 3, and now looking downfield for Smith-Schuster, and it's out of bounds. Here's Span.
Well, you know, every year he's the guy who runs doubling. This is great. Roethlisberger sees a corner on the running back. He knows it's zone. He wants to get this ball underneath quickly.
It goes to Brown with a blocker in front and picks up 11. New set of downs at the 49. On the slant, there goes Smith-Schuster. And he's got coming up Verizon halftime report. 2nd and 7. Fires it, and it's Brown now starting to heat up. 3 catches by AB on this drive for 48 yards. And here's the delay give. Samuels.
Now he's going to look at pressure or not. Is anybody pressuring? No, I like this play. Here we go.
So 2nd and 5.
Got to pick up the guy coming if he does.
Still has it, and he goes down. He was down. That sack, in all likelihood, took him out of field goal range if they don't gain anything here, Tony.
It's huge. With their kicking situation, it's pretty far. I think they got to get some yards. I'd have told Roethlisberger coming out, listen, we need at least 5. We can go for it. Give us a chance to go for it on 4th down or kick the field goal.
So out of the gun, fires it, pulled down. Again, it's Brown who's having a big series. His 4th catch.
Would run the ball on 1st down here. You have so much time.
1st down from the 23. And little miscommunication. Steelers trying to win and stay on top in the AFC North. Here's a 2nd and 10. Samuels nowhere to go. Again, a 3rd and 9. They've kept the football now for 5.5 minutes on this drive. Here comes the blitz. Pass away in the end zone, tipped away, and a flag is thrown at the goal line.
For any team in the
Pass
NFL.
interference, defense, number 25. The ball is placed at the spot of foul, automatic first down.
And Eli, who's done a good job, solid job. But right there, that's a penalty. You can't put your arm around him and keep waving your hand in his body. And
they say the contact happened at the 2, so it's spotted. 20-yard penalty. Ridley comes into the backfield for Pittsburgh. Roethlisberger still has it. In traffic, flings it. No question. Second and goal. Again, Ridley is the running back. Oh, Roethlisberger falling on the handoff and able to 15th play of this drive. They've gone 94 yards to this point.
that's incredible.
They need 2.5 to take it home. Roethlisberger swings it over, wide open. Samuels with the touchdown. 1 for 2.
But if you look to the right, no one's covering Samuels. There's not a lot of defenses that completely vacate a side of the field and don't cover someone in man. But that was just a miscommunication on their part. They're going for 2 to try and tie in the game.
The touchdown looked like the Chargers' 2-point successful play at Kansas City. Now they need to draw up one of their own to tie it.
Well, they're looking right now. Is he one-on-one? Nope, then I got to go somewhere else.
Quick pass caught, and they're able to take it home with Eli Rogers for the 2. And this game is tied at 14 with 40 seconds to go in the first half.
We've come out and scored 5 touchdowns on coming out plays. Most teams, you're trying to get 1 first down. To get touchdowns, 97 yards, I mean, that's really hard to do.
One called against Apple as well. So here's Breeze with no timeout, sliding catch.
40-yard line.
Here's Breeze stepping up, got hit, and Williams swallows.
Get out of bounds, or you're going to get up and clock it, but you got to get in field goal range if you're going to clock it.
It's Kamara. Will he get out? Tiptoeing it out of it. What a run!
She wouldn't have said that, though, because now you're...
called. The runner went out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
This from 43. Oh, and the Steelers came barreling across, but Lutz was able to knock.
Offside. Defense, number 23. The field goal is good. The penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
Years, with New England showing signs, that it's just not quite going to be as easy for them.
Although they moved up to the 2 line today with their win and Houston's loss.
Like we say, it's just a rare gift.
And Breeze takes the first snap, second half, gives it right away to Ingram.
The second half, just like the first half.
Over to Kamara, and look at him again. Slip right past the tackler and race down the side. 32. And now from the 34, there go Ingram on the ground for a cut.
Ready. Waiting.
On 2nd and 8. Breeze flings it. Thomas.
Ready.
He's a smart guy who has a great feel and great range catch radius.
Here's the 3rd and 3. And Kamara wasn't really that much for Breeze to have to do to complete that one and move the chains. And now, ball tipped up in the air. And look at Breeze.
5 guys, they're going to run this ball. They go, now comes, they got him.
Kamara met by
Green here, a swing pass maybe to Kamara.
He's already worked on this drive once. Chased by Burnett and Thomas. Oh, from the 8. Ingram cuts outside, gets around Hayden, goes for the pylon, and they say he's out. One official pointing at the wall.
Sells out to stop the run here.
2nd and goal. And stop short.
You don't run the play for it. You just got to
Kamara
hand it.
up top and in for the touchdown.
Kamara just leaping, you said, over the top. And he's got that ability to do, look at that.
cuts, converts, 75 yards. And Kamara touchdowns in this game. And this will not be run back. American hero, what a wonderful thing to see him be awarded that congressional medal as the pass is caught by Smith-Schuster, and he's able to race out of a couple of tackles.
I can tell you there.
Ineligible man downfield. Offense number 53. It's a 5-yard penalty. Replay. First down. Timer, please reset the game clock to 9 minutes, 3 seconds.
Washington only been 150 roughly ever to be recognized. Now here's Roethlisberger getting away from the heat and finding again Smith-Schuster. Somehow he bounces off a 2-hit. It's a 2nd and 3. They fake the Switzer. And now Roethlisberger plants the feet and fires. And again, Smith-Schuster. The last time they had it, it was
Remembered here forever, and his family will always be remembered.
Here's the pass to Antonio Brown. Racing into the secondary, trying to cut it from the 28. And that pass.
You know, obviously an incredible quarterback in this sport. He wants one more Super Bowl. That's what he said yesterday, and he's got a shot to do it if they can get in the playoffs this year.
There's a completion. He said, why is this not necessary? That's what he felt. Here's a little bubble screen to Switzer down to the 3. Back in the end zone. And Roethlisberger floats it. Samuels is on the field. Roethlisberger in zone and caught by Brown for the touchdown.
But watch, Latimer's on him and then lets him go. P.J. Williams is covering Smith-Schuster inside, and it's a pick play, and they're using Brown to pick for him. The problem is P.J. Williams has to communicate with Latimer and vice versa. One of them is wrong.
Extra point by Boswell. Saints leading at 24-21 as Boswell earns another touchback. Out into the open. And they get to him. 2nd and 16. Ball's out, incomplete.
Peyton stressed to his team not to take lightly.
They're on him again. And a 2nd sack in 3 plays. They make any adjustments defensively to get that kind of pressure on those 2 plays?
Well, yeah, they stopped blitzing so he could get his ball out of his hand. They've only pressured once. Fantastic.
1st and 10. Directing and firing and completing to Antonio Brown.
All football game. We'll see how that plays out.
1st down, lobs it. Smith-Schuster. Switzer up there throwing a block.
It doesn't happen at home very often.
In zone bound. What a catch! Are both feet down? They say out.
Perfect. The defense is absolutely perfect. And is he in? 1. Oh, that looks out. Oh, my goodness. That was one of the funnest plays to watch. Look at this. I got it.
Yep. From the 20. Last minute of the 3rd. Pass to the end zone. Pulled down. Touchdown. Antonio Brown for the 2nd time today.
And they do, but it's not the double you normally see. They go bracket in and out. One guy's inside, one guy's outside. So what you do as a quarterback is say, run right between them.
An extra point delivered again by Boswell.
Played a lot of big games, and this is another one in that long list. But there's a good chance.
Right down the field, 75 yards, but Steelers come back with 2 drives of their own. 2nd and 9. Open across the middle, it's Thomas. And keep that slim lead in the AFC North with a win. Here's the pass down the field.
It's a huge advantage. That's why Pittsburgh does so many different things.
And here's Morstead. And the high kick.
Pre-game show. Here we go.
With the lead and the ball. The handoff, actually the toss. Samuels dives ahead. You saw Connor still out with a high ankle sprain on the sideline. Samuel bounces off the hit. And that second effort.
Sure up the middle.
Stays on the ground. Samuels able to break free for another 10. That's 3 straight running plays. 2nd and 1. And old big. Oh, what a hit. They're lucky that ball. All pass plays.
Someone must have told them.
Yeah. Now they run it 4 out of 5. Pass play sideline. Brown with
at some point to stop the run.
Screen pass. Samuels.
Finding a guy late.
2nd and 3. Samuels patient. Everyone in tight. It's Ridley. Nowhere. Saints think the football came out.
Well, they didn't blow the whistle.
Oh,
it is!
It is a fumble by Ridley.
This one, Jim, there is one angle there that we can see, and we've got a great angle, right the one that you're looking at right now, where that ball appears to be punched out right before that right knee hits the ground.
The ruling on the field
And I believe we'll stay with it.
First down, New Orleans.
It is, in fact, a fumble.
2 yards at least.
Like 4-2 left.
And we got a pre-snap call coming against the Saints for 5.
Start. Offense, number 19. 5-yard penalty.
Lose this football game? That's what you're going to look back to right there.
Pass. Ken. Feet were down, they say.
Like 90.
Feeling
You
for
ready?
your team and how this plays out.
2nd and 1. It's Camara.
Sees the safeties on him. He knows it's man-to-man.
Here's a first down pass to an open target.
You ready? Beside.
So they put Andrus Pete at left. Camara.
Beside.
Pocket sealed. Gives him time. Flag is out. Back in the offensive backfield.
Holding. Offense, number 75. 10-yard penalty. Still taken out.
And rushing 3. Pass to Ingram. Steelers probably not going to hit. Thomas on the right side on 3rd and 10. Watt coming in. Jump pass. Incomplete. Intended for 50 plus. This is 50 on the nose. The kick is blocked. L.J. Fort.
I don't think they're offsides this time either. Look at the block right up the middle. Pittsburgh with the ball back. On the other side, big-time play by a star defensive end.
Which
Pittsburgh needs a big play.
the last play went for 5. They're blitzing, and they get to Roethlisberger, who holds on to the football. Here's the 3rd and 14. Brown cuts it back. Going to be stopped short. And the NFC Championship game. Oh, they run the fake. The fake is short with Nix. The Saints stop him. What a call. My gosh, with 4 minutes to go. Nix thinks he has it. He's celebrating. But the Saints converge. He's short.
Really want your defense. You saw how passionate he was talking to this team coming out on that field.
Pass complete.
It was, and now this drive on their football team and season.
Breeze pass. Good for the first down to Ginn.
And how important it is. Pressure.
Breeze. Incomplete Pittsburgh. Here comes the pressure. He's able to slide away from it for a moment. Now backpedaling and throwing it away. He's been in that backfield a lot in this half. Stepping up on 3rd and 10. short of the first.
They got a corner on him.
Pass, broken up. And there's a flag down. Couple of flags.
And it's
Pass
identified.
interference. Defense. Number 23. The ball places will follow the foul. Automatic first down.
Ready. You ready? Start.
Give it to Kamara. Hayward has hold of him. Another flag is down.
Holding. Offense, number 71. 10-yard penalty. Still first down.
Just keep efficiently moving the ball. You got 4 downs, not 3.
First and 20. They blitz. They go down the field. And it's incomplete and no flag.
Something special to stop him.
Ready. Start.
Pittsburgh rushes 5. He's able to get it away. And it's dropped.
You cut the tension in here. You feel this. They're not pressuring him. Breeze knows it.
Here's the throw. Wide open. It's Ginn down to the 8.
Ready. You ready? What's that?
First and goal. Quick pass. Caught down to the 1. It was Thomas with the catch. Take about 40 off the clock. Here's a second and goal. Breeze looking to throw. Now unloads it. Was he in? Did he cross the plane? No. And he's in the field of play. The catch was immediate. Gene Steratore, is there any doubt about that being a touchdown?
I think it's definitely going to be a touchdown, Jim. And actually, as we look at this, although I know in Pittsburgh's case, from what I've seen, let's hear what Craig Rostad has to say.
Timeout, please reset the game clock to 125.
SC this year.
Still plenty of time for Pittsburgh to do something. Extra point makes it 3.
Time, Jim, or they're probably not making the playoffs.
Switzer just behind.
Full start. Offense. Number 84. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
It's all hand signals.
First and 15. Rushing 5. Pass lobbed over the top, and it's incomplete. Second and 15. Steps up from the pressure. Now throws it at the last.
Through and bring him underneath.
On third down, they go deep. Receiver falls. Fourth and 15. Roethlisberger throws. Caught. Saints say it was not caught. Officials say yes, it was. Here's Wolstad.
The ruling on the field is confirmed. It is a catch at the sideline and a first down, Pittsburgh.
Here's the blitz. Middle of the field. Smith-Schuster
The ball to stop the clock.
with 45 seconds to go on second down. Down the middle, and flags come out.
Before the pass is thrown, illegal contact, defense number 47. That's a 5-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
And ball comes out. Smith-Schuster coughed it up. On top
The
of a
ruling on the
defender.
field is a catch and a fumble recovered by New Orleans. After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, New Orleans, number 94. It's a 15-yard penalty, first down, New Orleans.
It's a screen. And Smith-Schuster has it. And let's see if this ball, he's on top of the player.
Yeah, he is never on the ground.
Rankins rips the ball out.
Davis comes over to fall on it.
What a play by Rankins to poke his hand in there and get the ball out and secure the #1 seed, Jim.
Saints are the first seed in the NFC, and
2 many men on the field.
the Steelers.
Defense. That penalty's declined.
Last week beat New England, control the games against good teams. It's just a tough one.
Well, they landed on Tuesday morning, December 18th, after winning on Monday night at Carolina. There's the updated playoff picture.